Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Fokas of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.
Good evening everybody, I'm Anna Savo and welcome to Meraki TV, brought to you by George Fokas of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Lots in the show tonight, starting with Kathy Caff from Opa Size, the man himself, George Fokas, the kids do the chip challenge. Helen goes back to basics with simple but delicious lemon rice, and Demetriou has the what's on. Kicking it all off tonight though is Billy Kotsis with the amazing Eleni Elefterias, singer, writer, teacher, events producer and intensely passionate Helen.
Eleni, welcome to Meraki TV. Thank you for coming and have coffee with me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I know you from a wonderful bookstore, a place I've been visiting the last few years, but the more I've gotten to know you, the more I've come to realise that you're multi-talented. You're someone who's connected with the University of Sydney with the Modern Greek Studies and the language, someone who can sing and sing quite well, and we'll talk about a musical piece that you've got out at the moment. You're good friends with so many people. You're very supportive of a lot of the writers that are connected to our city and Australian community as well. But I want to just take us back a little bit because I want to get to know you a little bit, as do the viewers. You were involved with a lot of musical elements way back, and you've also written a thesis. So can you tell us a little bit about you a few years ago?
Oh, right. Well, from a very young age, I've been involved with Greek music, and through my studies, I also wrote a thesis on poetry put to music of Mikis Thodorakis with Yannis Ritsos poetry. I received a grant from Australia Council in 1983 and went overseas for a year, and I sang with a Greek composer called Thomas Bakalakos, travelled the world with him actually, had wonderful opportunities over there, did some study there with Timotheos Arvanitakis in composition studies and music, and since then came back to Australia. Have been a teacher for many years. I teach modern Greek within the Department of Modern Greek at Sydney University. I've been running the Greek Bilingual Bookshop. Now we're only available online at bilingualbookshop.com.au. And in all that, my music has continued somehow in the background. I used to coordinate a thing called the Play Space many years ago with George Dukas, Vivian Geminis and Yannis Bardas. And we had quite a lot of people involved in that. Even before that, I used to help coordinate the Boîte in the 70s and 80s, La Boîte. And that was a multi-national sort of little organisation. It had people from all different ethnic groups and different musics at the music centre at the Rocks.
So Eleni, you've been involved with coordinating a number of books and writing a few books or co-authoring books, and there's a publishing company as well?
Yeah, the publishing company is called Hellenic Theorem. We've started that company together with Professor Vrasidas Karalis and a number of other friends to support local authors. So the idea is that the author makes the money from the book and not the multinational companies. And we also want to do a course for studying modern Greek, a bilingual course, both at university level, at high school level and at primary school level. So very soon we'll be doing various activities to raise funds for that.
Now there's a song that I heard recently, a song that you've put together. It's your song. It's a very emotional song, and your son is also playing guitar on it. So for those who've not yet had the pleasure, we might play a bit of a snippet of it. Tell us about this song. Tell us about it, how it originated and why it's come out again.
Okay. This song I wrote when my husband died. About just over 21 years ago. When he died, I was actually pregnant with my son, who plays guitar in the song. But the song is about his death and about losing someone, and it was written at that time when I was at my deepest depressed state. And it is a endechno style Greek rock ballad, I would say. So it's got Greek rhythms in it, but it's more of a rock style song. My son sort of, said, look, we have to get this recorded properly. So we did it recently with a whole lot of friends. They all came and they all gave their time free of charge to do this. So it's a joint effort with all my friends.
Eleni, thank you very much.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you, and thank you to Meraki TV also for having me.
Έχω ένα παπαγάλο, είναι το στόμα του μεγάλο, που αρέσει να μιλάει, ποτέ δεν σταματάει να μιλάει. Ό,τι λέω λέει, ό,τι λέω λέει.
Welcome to Meraki TV Kids Corner! Today we're going to be doing the chip challenge.
So here are the rules.
There are 6 flavors.
Ξύδι και αλάτι.
Σκέτο.
Barbecue.
Τυρί και κρεμμύδι.
Τόπολο, μέλι και σόι. Everyone's blindfolded and gets a chip in their plate.
Whoever gets the most points wins. Here's chip number 1. I know what it is. Plain. Cheese and onion. Chicken.
Honey soy chicken.
Chicken. Chicken. And here's flavor number 2. I smell it.
Do we have it?
Plain. Plain.
Plain.
Yeah! It's time for number 3. Chicken. Honey soy chicken.
No, just chicken.
Number 4.
Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar.
Number 5.
Honey soy chicken.
Honey soy chicken. I say chicken. Honey soy chicken.
Oh, come on, this one has to be honey soy chicken.
Oh, you're right, obvious.
Should we eat?
Honey soy chicken. Honey soy chicken.
Honey soy chicken. No, 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 no.
Thanks for watching Meraki TV Kids Corner.
Έχω ένα παπαγάλο, είναι το στόμα του μεγάλο, που αρέσει να μιλάει, ποτέ δεν σταματάει να μιλάει. Ό,τι λέω λέει, ό,τι λέω λέει.
It's time for an income breakthrough. To free yourself from working for money, have your money work for you. George Fokas of Focus Beyond will show you step by step how to generate income from the share market irrespective of if it goes up or down. Access resources that do the hard work for you and devote no more than 60 minutes a month so you can enjoy financial freedom and time with family. To change your life forever, go to focusbeyond.com now.
Here at Eremia, we provide the highest standard in home care available. With a diverse, multicultural and bilingual team that excel in patient care, we communicate effectively with our clients and families to give added confidence. Offering care for both the elderly and persons with special needs at home is part of our enablement approach. Our professional support workers assist clients in an active way to regain independence, promote individual capacity building, and include restorative care to help our clients achieve their own goals from the service provided. Visit eremia.com.au.
As our regular viewers are no doubt aware, we are proudly brought to you by George Fokas of Focus Beyond. But who is George and what is Focus Beyond? And what kind of investing is wise? To find out more, I popped into the Focus Beyond offices to chat to the man himself. George, welcome once again to Meraki TV.
And I thank you for having me, and thank you for having us, and welcome to our office.
Thank you for having us. I love it. This is the hub. This is where it all happens.
Yes, this is where most of it happens. This is our office here, but most of our coaches who do all the support work from around the world, from their own home.
Wow. Did you just say around the world?
Yeah.
So you've got coaches global.
I do. I've got coaches globally that help all our members around the world. I've got members around the world as well, so it's phenomenal.
Just to recap, can you give us a quick rundown on what Focus Beyond does?
Focus Beyond is an educational company, and we're out to teach like-minded people, one about mindset, building wealth, and having, passive income and multiple streams of income. Because nowadays, a lot of people are working for their money, and we want to teach people how to start having money work for them.
It's not just a share market course though, right? It's not about how to trade shares or anything like that. It's a little bit different what you do. Can you give us a quick...
Yeah, absolutely. See, when you talk stock market, most people think trading, gambling, volatility, uncertainty, crash, all that sort of stuff. And you know what? That is what the stock market is. But people don't understand there's two sides to the stock market. And see, I'll ask a question. Do banks make a lot of money?
Yeah.
And absolutely they do, right? So this is a strategy that banks have been implementing and brokers around the world have been implementing since 1973.
Wow.
So it's a strategy where banks are generating cash flow from the stock market irrespective of whether the stock market is going up or down today, tomorrow, this week or this month. And it's a strategy where banks are transferring risk to somebody else and getting paid for it from day one. So I'll give you this analogy. Does James Packer build casinos for punters to make money?
No.
That's right. So on the stock market, do you want to be the casino or do you want to be the punter?
Oh, I'd love to be the casino.
Well, that's basically what we teach.
So is this something that literally I come for a weekend and come to a seminar and then I've got the tools to go and do this on my own? How does it work?
So what we do is we run what we call introduction events, and they're all around the world, especially around Australia, and we actually show people and we teach people how the strategy works. So we break it down, the nuts and bolts of it, and how the strategy works. But then we show them real live examples of what the markets are paying and how we can start to generate income. By coming into one of our events, we give them the opportunity for us to coach them and hold their hand and guide them for a period of 12 months. So
wow.
Under our 12-month membership, we're actually teaching them every step of the way what they need to do. So they do nothing on their own, and we guide them with my global coaches on how the strategy works and how to start making money from day one.
So it's very different to turning up to a weekend event and then go on your merry way and hope you don't make any mistakes. You've got someone holding your hand for 12 months.
Correct.
Giving you advice, you can bounce stuff off, you can ask questions.
Yeah.
And is it correct that you recommend no one goes live for 6 months? So you literally have 6 months of coaching and training before you're actually trading live and actually using your own money. Is that correct?
No, it all depends on the individual, because what we do is we ask our members to first paper trade, in that they're on the live markets with no real money, just to give them an understanding of how the strategy works. They can physically see it like a simulator without actually having real money into the market. And most of my members within 2 to 3 months have actually put real money in and are trading with real money. But you tend to find the people who are a little bit more conservative take up to about 6 months. But understand something, once you've learnt the strategy, it's valid for the rest of your life. You can't unlearn it. So there's no rush for us to jump into the market and put real money in until they've built knowledge and confidence. That's very important for us.
I like the fact that it's tailored to the person, wherever a person is, and
Correct.
when they're ready to go live, they're encouraged to go live and their hand is held.
Correct, and this is why with the coaching, it's all one-on-one coaching. We don't do group coaching, we don't do webinars. All the coaching with my coaches globally, my team of experts who've been trained by me, they do one-on-one coaching with our members.
I've actually got a few of your student testimonials. Can we have a quick look?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, my name's Jala. I went to a seminar of George's about 3 years ago. As soon as I walked in and heard George talk, I trusted him straight away, which was unusual because normally I go to seminars and I'm a little bit skeptical. My husband and I decided, yep, we're going to go in with him. Everything he said in that seminar, he delivered and more. His coaches, everything he teaches, his emails that he sends out, his constant communication has been excellent. All of his workshops, I learn something new every time. I think this is my 3rd or 4th workshop I've been to. I've been live trading for about 2 years now. I put initially $10,000 in, and as I saw that make money, now I'm at $30,000 and I've made about $9,000 out of that. It's an excellent strategy, and George and his team are great, and I recommend it to everyone.
Hi, my name is Ron. I started in August. Man, I was really nervous to start with because I invested quite a bit, 140,000 US. But I tell you what, the program really works. I've made just under 14,000 in under 3 months, and I really appreciate the help from the coaches and the education pack.
Real life people learning how to trade, not gamble.
Correct.
I love it.
Correct. It's all about creating the markets, not trading the markets, really. And that's what life's about. But we saw some testimonials of some of my members, and people can Google my name and have a look at our Facebook page and see what my members are saying around the world on a monthly basis with their results. But I received an email, and if it's okay, let me just go through this quickly.
Great.
On the 11th of October this year, I received an email from one of my members, Michael, and he says, "Dear Focus Beyond team, I'm writing this email, which is about a year too late, just to thank you for the life-changing opportunity your strategy has given me." He says, "I've been a member for over 3.5 years now, and I only really started getting heavily invested with the strategy about 2 years ago after testing it for a couple of months, and I saw this system work with great returns." He goes on to say, "So basically I refinanced all 3 of my investment properties, pulled out about 200,000 of equity in 2015. He goes on to say, and he dumped it straight into the strategy. That's in 2015. And in mid-2016, he saved enough money to fund my 4th investment property just from the earnings with this strategy." And this is the sweetest part. He says, "But the sweetest part of my journey is that I was able to sell my business, marry the love of my life, who lives overseas, and we've been traveling the best part of 6 months now. I can fly back and forth to see her whenever I please, and my head is still well above water, all thanks to the money I make with the strategy." He says, "There is so much more positives I could write, but this email will never end." So basically, what I'm getting to is that, George, you're not just a great teacher and speaker, but you're a great mentor. I have learnt a lot, not just from your strategy and your education, but your approach to investing in all aspects. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I do apologise for sending this email a year too late. I was just having the time of my life, sorry."
Oh,
Many thanks, Michael.
what a great email.
Yeah, it is, and these are the sort of emails and text messages that I receive every day of the week. So to help like-minded people who never thought they could make money from the stock market, generate income, and be able to use that to build their wealth and think outside the square.
Changing lives.
Changing lives, yeah. Who would have thought an average Greek person doing something like this to people around the world?
Greeks do great things every day.
Absolutely.
George, thank you so much for being on Meraki TV. Thank you for supporting Meraki TV. Really, we would not be on air if it wasn't for you.
You're very welcome.
And the Greek community very much values your contribution. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for everybody watching this.
AussieSkips.com.au. Fast, reliable, professional and friendly service. Bin sizes from 2 cubes to 12 delivered to your door the very next day, so you can get your jobs done when you want. And with our own waste transfer station in Sydney's metropolitan Strathfield, we'll find a boutique solution for your waste management needs, no matter how small or large. AussieSkips.com.au. Owned and loved by an Aussie family. Helen's Cuisine are proudly brought to you by Tim Products, factory outlet open to wholesalers and public Monday to Saturday, 407 Enmore Road, Marrickville.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Helen's Cuisine. Today, very simple. We're making lemon rice. I know it sounds really simple, but so many people have said to me, I can't make a good rice. And I'm like, really? It's the simplest thing on earth. And I'm going to show you how to do it today using the dried method. It is so simple, very easy, takes about 10 to 15 minutes. You can add anything you want, but this rice, it will melt in your mouth. So today, we start with red onion, because I like to have a little bit of red onion just to give it a bit of colour. I've got a half a garlic clove all crushed up, and I have the juice of 1 lemon and 2 cups of rice. It's that simple. We're heading over to the cooktop and let's begin. You're also going to need some chicken stock, whether it's beef stock or vegetable stock. You're going to need that because that's what's going to give it the extra flavour. So usually with your rice, it's 1 extra cup of water to every cup of rice. That's going to make your perfect rice. Remember that tip, guys? So to start with, I've got my saucepan. I've got a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of that pan just to smother it. And I'm going to pan fry my onion and my garlic till it's a little bit translucent. So my onion and garlic has been frying away. It's now ready to add in the rice. When I'm adding in the rice, I keep stirring it until I can see that the rice changes colour, and I'm going to show you that. I like a pinch of salt in here. You can put a little bit of pepper if you like as well, but the cracked pepper at the end, delicious. So my rice has turned white exactly how I want it. I'm going to add in the lemon juice and the stock. At the moment I've got my heat on high. I'm going to let it bring to the boil and I'm going to drop it down to medium. So it's boiling away now because our rice has really heated up that water. I'm going to let it boil with the lid off just for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to pop our lid on, drop it to medium and let it simmer away until all the water has evaporated. So you're going to leave this on for about 10 minutes. So I've got a glass lid, so I'm really fortunate I can see through that. What you don't want to do is open the lid. You want to make sure that all the water is being absorbed and all the steam is happening because it cooks the rice a lot quicker. I've got mine on medium heat, which is why a lot of people put it on really low. I find that makes rice really gluggy. The medium heat, perfect. So there we have it, guys, our perfect rice or our perfect pilaffi, cooked in under 10 minutes. So easy to do, it's nice and fluffy. I'm going to serve it up, a little bit of yogurt, delicious. Galiorexi.
Helen's Cuisine are proudly brought to you by Tim Products, factory outlet open to wholesalers and public Monday to Saturday, 407 Enmore Road, Marrickville.
Opposize has become quite a phenomenon in Australia. Unlike most fitness programs, its goals have been more about just getting people moving, de-stressing, celebrating with old and new friends, and all the while feeding the soul with Greek music. Maria Koklastou caught up with founder Kathy Kaff to see how it's all going and also to find out about their new initiatives.
For me, Opposize has everything that I love, my music, my Greek music, my Greek dancing, and I'm surrounded by the people that I love.
Lets me take a break from work and gives me some time off all the stress I get from studying.
Opposize for me is a release. It's bringing together people that I love.
Opposize for me is an escape from reality. I love coming to Opposize every week and I love the fact that everyone has become friends.
Because it's fun.
It's fun. We're here today at Opposize with Kathy, the founder and CEO of Opposize. Kathy?
Hi.
What's been happening with Opposize since we last saw you?
So much growth, lots of growth. We're now in 8 countries. So we're in Greece, Cyprus, Switzerland, Germany, London, Canada, all over the United States and Australia.
Other than growth, how has Opposize changed and developed?
Exactly what I had envisioned for it has happened, which is creating a platform where we can bring and create communities which we can spread happiness, health, fitness, well-being and eliminate loneliness.
So there's pretty much all these people that have a normal routine, stick to the day-to-day life, to suddenly come together in a community, to have some fun, to forget and to heal at the same time.
We always say, turn your daily stress into Gephi.
And now you're also doing something else in addition to Opposize. You're doing other little programs as well?
Yes.
Which are not so little anymore.
Not so little, no. Well, we do have we've got the Beba Walk. Beba Walk is a monthly walking club and it's named after a beautiful lady, Beba, which I met at the cemetery, and she was just very lonely and she was over her husband's Nima, and I let her vent and she was explaining how lonely, angry she was with the world and she just doesn't like dancing. So I just drove away and I thought there's got to be a way to reach people who don't like dance and to spread what we spread, and the Beba Walk came to my mind and I said, hey guys, to the instructors, how about we do this and this and this? And they were just like, yes, let's do it. It's taken off and it's really good. It's at the last weekend of every month all over the world.
Oh, that's
we
amazing.
meet, we walk, and then we end up with a kafidaki somewhere. So we have GUP says Burn Fitness, so it's a HIIT program, and what that means, it's high intensity interval training, and it's the first 100% Greek HIIT program in the world. So we're really proud, and what we've done is we've taken the Greek Olympic gods and we've sectioned them off, and every move is dedicated to these Greek Olympic gods. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's a really cool concept.
So, Kathy, in addition to your normal opposite classes, for pretty much for everyone, you also have children's classes.
We do opposite kids, and mainly run at schools. It's a school program, and it's taken off again all over the world, and the kids are loving it.
And it's all Greek?
All Greek. So the kids don't realise, and we're putting culture into them, and and we're getting them moving, getting them away from the internet, which is good, and they're enjoying it. They're really enjoying it.
They're learning to sing Greek.
They learn to sing Greek. They do the younger. It's really good fun. We brought back the younger.
Okay, and then we've gone to the other side where you're actually going to nursing homes as well.
Opposite seniors. That's for nursing homes and for the elderly, like groups, bingo groups. And so we go over and we take mandilla, tambourines, and it's a lot of fun. And we play, for the oldies, we play a lot of the older songs because they enjoy, they dance with their soul.
Thank you so much for letting us be part of your fantastic world.
Thank you so much.
And all the best.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.
Bethia, it's been such a pleasure being with you again. Meraki TV is, of course, brought to you by George Fokas of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Both our kids and cooks competitions are now closed, and our judges are sifting through hundreds of entries to announce our winners next week, which will also be our season final, so set your planners. It's a massive show with our special guest, Buzouksi to the Stars, Chris Olympios. Tonight, I'm leaving you with Eleni Elefterias song, Shadow. Until next week, παιδιά, φιλάκια from me, Anna Savo.
Μια κάμαρα γεμάτη σκιές εντόνια που μυρίζουν χτες, γεμάτα όμορφες στιγμές με σένα. Στο ράδιο πάλι μουσική θα ρίσκεις ακόμα στη ζωή, σαν τίποτα να έχει συμβεί κι εγώ πονάω. Σε πήρε η μοίρα μια βραδιά μέσα απ' τη δική μου αγκαλιά κι απ' το πρωί στη μοναξιά σε χάνω. Μια κάμαρα πάντα σκοτεινή είναι ό,τι έχω στη ζωή, σαν μνήμη τόσο μακρινή σε χάνω.
Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Fokas of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.